verify Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current law. As we know that for simple circuits having combination of resistances either in series or in parallel or combination of them, it is easier to apply basic Ohm's law to calculate voltage or current in the circuit. But for the complex circuits, it becomes necessary to use some voltage and current laws so that we will be able to find out branch currents or voltages across the resistors or across the elements of the network. Networks like bridge circuits or T circuits employ some sort of complex connections of the network elements. So in such kind of complex networks, Ohm's law alone cannot find branch currents or voltages across various places of the complex circuits. So some certain laws or rules has been adopted known as Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law. So as per Kirchhoff's current law and voltage law, we follow some sort of rules, that is either we follow the law of conservation or law of conservation of energy. So as per Kirchhoff's voltage law, it is stated that in any closed loop network, the total voltage around the loop is equal to the sum of all the voltage drops within the same loop, which is also equal to 0. In other words, the algebraic sum of all voltages within the loop must be equal to 0. So we have a representation of this concept. We have resistors connected across the branches A, B, BC, CD and DA. The voltage across branch A and B, that is VAB, voltage across branch BC, that is VBC, voltage across CD, that is VCD, and voltage across DA, that is VDA. If added together algebraically, then the total sum must be equal to 0. So this is the Kirchhoff's voltage law. Now let us perform verification of Kirchhoff's voltage law on the kit. We have a breadboard. We have taken a simple circuit of combination of resistances R1, R2 and R3. We have used two voltage sources, that is plus 12 volt power supply and plus 5 volt power supply. So we have a circuit like this. We have made a connection for this circuit. For this circuit we have 12 volt power supply, a resistance R1, a resistance R2, resistance R3 and another power supply of 5 volt. Both the supplies are DC. So now in order to verify this, we have to measure the voltages across various elements of the network, and as the circuit itself shows that we have two different loops, loop number 1 and loop number 2. So we'll measure the voltage across these resistors and we'll find that the sum of the total voltage around the loop must be equal to 0. So let us see what is the voltage at various points. So if we measure voltage of the source, it is 19.98 volts as shown in the multimeter. So we'll record this 11.98 volts. And voltage across R1, this is our R1. So voltage across R1 is 10.43. we'll record this 10.43 volts, and this is, and voltage across R3 is 1.46. But these two voltages are negative because the voltage is dropping at these position. So you can see that the algebraic sum of the voltages is equal to approximately 0. Practically it is 0.09, but we can say that it is approximately 0. This difference may be due to the tolerances with the elements and measuring instruments. Similarly, for loop number 2, that is loop number 2, we will measure voltages across the elements. So we will measure the voltage across the source, that is 5 volts. So source voltage is 5 volt. We will record this. Voltage across R2. So this is minus 3.5 to our voltage across R3 is 1.46. In this way you can see that the algebraic sum of the voltages across the loop is somewhat equal to 0. Practically it is not 0, it is 0.02, but it should be equal to 0 ideally. The difference may be due to the various tolerances and errors in measurements. So this proves the Kirchhoff's voltage law. Thank you very much.